my gosh, his hotel has a bunch of White Claws in the fridge.
Pussy drink.
All right.
Unless you're adding vodka to them.
You need a new digital key. Isn't the point of the digital key that you don't need to switch up your key?
Oh, man. I am not hearing Chris at all. Did he have himself on mute?
I haven't heard him.
I've been on mute the whole time just talking to myself. We're just
Yeah.
amateur hour this whole time. Yeah. Nice. So apologize. The videos are messed up. We have a person playing remotely today, and they will be with us shortly. This is about the 1 year. I'm pretty sure this is our 1 year anniversary for this group. The original
Off
players.
with a bang.
It was a one shot that turned into a monthly that turned into a weekly event, and I'm glad it did. It's been a lot of fun. But that first session was quite an experience. So yeah, and here we are now, right? As I was saying, and I'll say again, we're waiting on our other one, so our videos are messed up. We'll get that fixed. But we are going to continue with the session. So where we left off, the party left Longtooth's area on a mission to return back to Grimscar and present to him the meeting spot of the hallowed ground. After resting there with Grimscar and getting more of his side of the story, the party suited up and prepared and left with Grimscar's army as they marched toward the hallowed ground for a meeting to see if the clans can be united and become one again. And that's where we left off. The party had just crested the top of the hill, looking down into a basin of troops from Longtooth's army as they proceed forward. And that is where we're going to start tonight, as you stand on the hill looking over at what you see.
There's a lot of troops there. We need to be careful what we are doing.
Right now, we should only be mediating and listening.
I agree.
These two brothers have to work this out.
Should we get closer or should we stand off to the side?
Should I sneak in?
I'm gonna wait for Grimscar. See what he's gonna do.
Okay. So, as you stand there seeing this massive army, Grimscar comes back to you. I guess this is our final showing. The fates will be determined here.
Remember, you have to show him that you have been changed. You do know he is quick to anger. You are not the same person you were back then.
I don't believe any of us are. He looks down, looks around. I would like it if you would all accompany me to the meeting. But,
As you wish.
and he looks down towards Zoromir. Be sure
Look up.
to stay your tongue unless what you have to say is constructive. We don't need anything that will set this in the wrong direction.
Duly noted. I'll try to restrain myself.
Do we see
I will
Ulrich?
keep an eye on him as we walk. I will help him out.
Do you see
Do
what?
we see Ulrich up by Longtooth at all?
You see some people on that side of the armory, but nobody has approached the main pedestal yet.
I turn to Zoromir. If we see Ulrich, I need you to keep close.
We lost you.
Can't hear you.
We lost you.
I don't think he hears us either.
We lost you.
Since that probably died.
Probably waiting for YouTube to get done with the family.
Okay. What did you hear?
Or a
What
movie.
did you hear? Since I just went unstable.
We heard that you went to say something to Zoromir to keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on Ulrich. We do not know what twisted magic he still possesses. We
Now
saw
that-
a glimpse of what he had.
Now that I can do.
Is there anything that you want me to do or keep an eye on? Or just be present?
Just be vigilant.
All right. There, that's better. So, Grimscar looks and makes a motion forward and begins walking his troops down. As they all line up in formation, Grimscar turns to all of you and motions to follow. And you see movement on the other side of the open field. So
I'm
you
right behind him.
So you follow follow them down to this pedestal where there's an altar, and you see the skeleton sitting resting there on the altar, and on the other side Longtooth walks up, a few guards behind him, and behind him a large cloaked figure who, as he gets to the top of the pedestal, pulls back his hood, and you see Ulrich, and he smirks at Scar as he stares him down with a dagger-like gaze. Let me show you what you're looking at.
Oh,
That's a big screen.
holy.
Good job.
Okay. Zoom in here a little bit.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yes.
that.
Is this about
Old
to be
people.
Helm's Deep?
The wind blows slightly as everyone stands there in silence for just a moment. They stare into each other's eyes. Longtooth raises himself up and looks at you, Scar, as you stand with Grimscar. And he says, "Who do you stand with today?"
I am here for both clans.
He looks in between Grimscar and you.
That is the reasoning for this meeting.
If things go wrong, who will all of you stand with? And his gaze looks from Nemoria to Blaylock down to Zoramir and looks at Zoramir's weapons.
I look Longtooth right in his eyes. That is not what we came here for. If it comes to that, decisions will be made. Coming into this meeting with that mindset can only be harmful. Negotiations have not even begun, and you're already looking for a fight. This is not what we spoke of.
He nods at you, and you can see his body language shifts a bit to, he's trying to calm himself down and keep a level head. You guess that just the marching with his troops and being here, being in front of Grimscar, causes a natural tension based on the situation that's currently going on.
Understandable.
So Longtooth looks at Grimscar and, why should we join the Dewclaw? Grimscar.
Oh, yes, wait.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I thought you said you spoke to me.
No. Grimscar says, We are your people. Brother, we must forget what's been going on, our past. Longtooth turns and looks at Scar. I believe any way this goes ends in bloodshed. But the four of you have spent time at both camps. Scar, who should join who?
This is naturally an awkward position. You both have grown strong separately. But not all the facts have been made to both of you.
And as
I have come up with some theories, but
as you speak, Ulrich, why should that cur be allowed to speak on this stage? Longtooth, he seeks to deceive you no matter what answer he has beneath that mug of his.
I just look at him. I have passed the tests from both clans. I have proven to be strong. What have you done? Your deceitful ways. I pull out the bounty with his face on it. You take advice from murderers, thieves, deceitful. Where is the honor in that? I have proven myself. We have proven. We have passed your trials. I have not seen him pass anything other than foul words from that ugly mouth of his.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Of course. Okay. Well, actually, it's a straight roll because I do have advantage on charisma stuff now. $18.
Okay. Longtooth's eyes look toward the bounty, and he studies the bounty and looks back at Ulrich. You haven't proven yourself. You have went off the merits from your master. Speaking of your master, where is he now? And Ulrich turns toward him. Oh, he'll be here. Just wait, he'll come when it's needed.
I turn to Blaylock.
Okay.
Hand me the circlet.
Let me get it. He reaches down and pulls it out of the pack. Here you go. And he walks up the steps and hands it to you.
I show it to Longtooth.
Hey, speak of the devil. There he
familiar?
is. If you guys take the time to switch your cameras around, we'll be good. Should be Nemoria, Blaylock. There we go. You're good, Scar. All right. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I lift it up and I show Longtooth. Does this look familiar? He was quite fond of wearing it.
You notice Ulrich get visibly upset, and Longtooth stares at it. How did you come into the possession of this item?
Well, Ulrich there, in the disguise of a human in Portstown,
Lies!
Came to my little friend here, Zoramir, trying to get us to steal from the tower that lies in the middle of Portstown.
Longtooth, you know these to be lies.
We were investigating the missing children of the town. Longtooth, how do you think we found out about the curse that you now hold? He was experimenting on children. People were missing from the town. And before I cut his throat, he confessed to starting chaos amongst your clan. He has been here for many years. He said he built that tower, and that tower has been there for a long, long time.
Grimscar looks at Longtooth. Brother, these 4 have passed the trials of the hunt. They're blessed by the huntress. They speak no lies. As me and my sister, we did not kill our mother. How do we know it wasn't a lie from this one that you rely on so heavily?
They come in many disguises, and I put the circlet on my head.
As soon as you put the circlet on the head, you see your form shift and change into you shrink down just a bit and turn into a half-elven male, fair skin with your clothes.
They have been deceiving you, Longtooth, from the beginning. And I take it back off.
Your snout grows out as you return to your form.
I hand it back to Blaylock. I have nothing to gain from lying.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
Dirty.
Okay. Longtooth, getting irritated, looks between Grimscar and Ulrich and turns to Ulrich. You know more than what you say. Ulrich says, these are lies. Lies from these 4 vagrants that have invaded, tried to take control of your mind. The little one, he's probably stolen something from you, even while we stand here.
I've just been standing here minding my own business.
You see, the one from the shield despises your god, Grimscar, as she believes in a different one.
And I'm gonna mind link with Ulrich real quick and go, your lies, those lies will never become truths.
Okay. And hold on, I'll send you what they respond.
Can you mind link and flip somebody the bird?
Kind of, sort of.
Grimscar trying to cut through the tension, seeing that Longtooth is irritated. Looks deep into Longtooth's eyes. Brother, we have both made mistakes. We've both made serious mistakes. But these travelers have come to us. They have passed our trials, and they're alive, so I can only assume they have passed yours. We must forget the past. We must move forward. We must unite ourselves and be one again. Grow together. Ulrich leans toward Longtooth. He will kill you in your sleep if you listen to him. This is all a trap. had he not come here to destroy you, he wouldn't have brought an army.
Look behind you. Your words mean nothing.
He looks at you. I will kill you, traveler.
You will certainly try.
So so at this point, I'm going to mind link with Scar and just let him know that Ulrich just said we are going to die here today.
Okay. Scar, you hear that in your mind?
If I am to die here today, that piece of shit will go with me.
I agree. And I think we should be preemptive and not reactive because of his powers.
Just keep your eye on him.
I will.
I am not going to start anything.
I understand that. But I do not want to have to fight from behind. If anything, I will freeze him.
I would rather fight from behind than be the reason this all falls apart.
Very well. I shall let you lead again.
Chris, did you read my I am?
Yes.
Okay.
Longtooth, struggling, looking back and forth, looks back at Grimscar. Brother, so much has happened. How can we ever forgive each other? Ulrich begins to say something, and Longtooth turns, and with a clawed hand, catches him across the face. Lies! You have fed us lies.
It seems the only one here, Longtooth, that wants this to go poorly is that one.
Ulrich falls to his knees, crawls to Longtooth. They're not lies. I beg you. Forgive me. I only meant to make your people stronger. Longtooth turns back toward Grimscar. Scar, you see green flame arc out from Ulrich's fingers into the ground. The stones begin cracking, bursting. Oops, that's a little loud. The stones begin bursting as crags of energy burst through the pedestal and hit the gnolls behind him. They cry out in pain as tendrils burst up from the ground and into their body, and the tendrils just begin ripping the fur from their bodies, exposing the flesh underneath. They stand there as monstrosities of open wounds and flesh as two large tentacles burst from their back and dangle in front of their face. The green flame burns through them and out among the circle, creating a wall around everyone here. 1 second here. It's not letting me do anything. Oh, here we go. That's why.
Mike, I'm going to toggle my video if you want to turn yours back on after me.
Good.
Fire consumes the circle around. And Ulrich looks up at Scar, eyes burning. This ends now! And immediately, his
Okay. So, since I'm seeing him do all this, since I was prepared for this, can I do something?
This is happening very quickly.
But I was waiting for it, because I knew it was going to happen. That's why I sent you that earlier.
I know. All he does is blink behind that group. And now, roll initiative.
Yippee.
Memoria, 12.
11.
Blaylock, 13.
18
Wow.
for Scar.
I
We're
almost
about
got
to
to
get
go
steamrolled.
first.
1 second. Blaylock, what'd you have?
13.
Zoramir?
11.
Scar?
18.
Memoria?
I had a 12.
Scar, go first.
All right. First off, bonus action, Hunter's Mark Ulrich.
Okay.
And then 45 feet, I'm going to run straight up 30. And I'm going to take, as I'm doing that, I'm pulling out the bow.
Okay.
And going towards Ulrich.
All right.
18.
That will hit.
For 15.
Okay.
Second attack. 15.
That hits.
For 11. And my third attack. That hits. That's 29.
Okay.
For 14.
Okay.
Your treachery ends today.
He snarls at you as he goes. He looks toward you. Why don't you cool down? And you need to make a dexterity saving throw as all around you, ice begins to pound you. Draw that out.
24.
Okay. All right. So you take 9 points of, or no, 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and 8 points of cold damage, and everything in a 20-foot radius around you is difficult terrain. So,
What does that entail?
double movement.
Half
cost.
movement.
Yeah.
That's half movement. I gotta see if that affects him now. Can't
Okay.
remember.
As you guys see this happening, these creatures come charging forward. Okay. The first one is going to attack Nemoria. What's your AC, Nemoria?
18.
Okay. Misses. It's going to attack again. And hits. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled as the tentacle wraps itself around you.
What does that entail?
Your speed is 0. You can't move away. And that's pretty much it. You need a.
Okay.
You can do a strength check to break free if you like. Okay. The next one is going to attack Grimscar. And it hits. For 8 points damage. As you see one tentacle grab hold of Grimscar. And natural 20 on the next attack to Grimscar.
Oh,
All right. What is this, bludgeoning?
Yep.
This little piggy, his speed is reduced by half for 1d4 rounds.
He's already at 0.
All right, so that doesn't affect him. Drop it. Drop what you were holding. GM decides which hand or determines randomly.
Okay. So he doesn't have anything in his hand. But
Okay, so...
Goes, oh, I broke a nail.
oh, shit. Triple damage and make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, lose one of your known languages at random.
oh,
That went 0 to 100 real quick.
yeah. That's 27 points of damage.
To who?
To Grimscar.
Scar.
And 14 was his save.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's going to attack again. And it hits for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And he's going to attack again. And it misses. So you see this creature lash out at Grimscar, tentacles wrapping around him. It has 2 tentacles wrapped around him, and it begins just pummeling into Grimscar with its fists. As the next one attacks Longtooth. Natural 1.
Okay. AC is reduced by 1d6 for 1d4 rounds.
Oh, okay. So 1d6. It's reduced by 5 for 2 rounds. It's going to attack again. Misses. Attack again. Misses. Attack again. It hits. For 6 points of damage. As it punches into Longtooth, and you just see fury form in Longtooth's eyes. As the last one attacks Longtooth. Misses. Hits. For 7 points of damage as Longtooth is now grappled. Misses. Or, no, hits. For 7 more points of damage. And a natural 20 on the last hit. Bludgeoning.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's gonna be that kind of night, huh, Chris?
I hope not.
He is knocked prone.
Okay. So Longtooth is grappled and prone. And he takes 7 points of damage. All right. Blaylock, you are up.
All right, it's fun time. We're gonna bring out the Arcane Protector. And as a bonus action, he is going to pulse, but I might have to move him first.
Where do you want him?
Right in front of Zamoria. Or
Zamor-
Zamoria.
Zamoria.
That's nice.
That happened 3 sessions ago and has stuck ever since.
Wow.
Got a good ring.
So this is the Protector, and within 10 feet, Longtooth and Grimscar. Zoramir, not Nemoria. Down.
Okay.
Down. All right. Is Longtooth is not within 10, so he has to
Nope,
move.
neither is Grimscar.
Neither is Grimscar. All right. He's gonna pulse.
Okay. So all 3 of you will get it.
Yep. And it's a 1d8 plus 5. Okay. 13 temporary hit points for
Nice.
us.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's for Nemoria with an N, myself, Zoramir, and the turret.
All right.
There. Okay, and I'm gonna. Can I bring out loyal? Is that a bonus action?
That would be a bonus action.
Okay, I can't do that then. All right, I'm just gonna call out to Scar. Don't kill the gnolls. So, and the question just being looming in the air, and then that's it.
All right. Nemoria, you're up.
How far am I away from Ulrich?
60 feet.
Okay, so I am going to. I'm going to do a level 3 hold person paralyze.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it on Ulrich. And is that the orange guy right in front of me? Is that orange?
It's red, but yeah.
Okay, that guy. Yep, whatever color. So, yep, gonna do that on both of those.
Okay. What save is that?
Need a wisdom check of 16.
Okay. Ulrich gets 16. The creature gets 17.
16 does not. That is a save, then, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was close though. That would have been a good move.
Okay. I will sit here and watch what's going on.
Chris,
Okay.
can you put a 20 circle 20 feet around me?
Yeah.
Just so I can keep track, please.
Zormir, you're up.
I am going to.
I'll try my best. I'll say that.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think that's pretty close.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
I am going to, using the turret kind of as cover, want to procure some daggers from my bracers and fire them off towards the red guy.
Okay.
First one is 20, not natural.
Okay, that'll hit.
Second is also 20, not natural.
Okay.
For a total of 15.
All right. As daggers, they right into his flesh. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. 1 second here. All right. Perfect. All right. Grimscar. Being infuriated, he's going to tear into this creature. Misses with his first attack. Misses with his second attack. He hits with his third. For 10 points of damage as he digs his claws into its flesh and just starts ripping flesh out. Longtooth is going to go. And he's struggling to go anywhere. He attacks. He hits with his first attack. Three points of damage. Misses with his second. Natural 20 on his third.
Slashing.
Yes.
Maximum damage.
Okay. For 10 points of damage. All right, Scar, you are up.
All right. So I am going to move. All right, I've only got 15 feet of movement with it being halved. Down 2, forward 1.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to attack again. Hearing Blaylock say that, I'm just going to yell out, death only if it is necessary. He may be using them like everyone else. 18 to hit.
That hits.
For 20 damage.
All right.
Second attack. 22. For 16 damage.
The arrows pierce into Ulrich. He howls out in pain as he levels his eyes toward you. And then turns to what's important to you. And a huge green fire comes from his fingers, lands just behind Blaylock. I need Nemoria, Blaylock, and Zoramir to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nemoria, 18.
23.
Okay. Blaylock.
19.
Okay. And your turret.
What is that? A 16 naturally? Hold on. AC of 18.
I believe it's just a straight roll.
Just a straight D20.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. Boom. 19.
Okay. So everybody did save. Everyone takes 15 points of fire damage. As the fire explodes behind you and engulfs you. The creature moves forward. And has one tentacle wrapped around Nemoria and lashes the other tentacle out at Blaylock. Misses. He then turns back to Nemoria.
I'm gonna hit warding flare.
Okay. So disadvantage. No. It doesn't seem... You put up your shield and the bright light flashes out. It doesn't seem to be bothered by it. As its fist lands into you. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it swings again. And misses.
At this time. Okay.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
You use Flash of Genius. So you get a +5 to your
As a
Constitution saving throw.
reaction.
It is a reaction.
So I add 5 to what I had.
Add 5 to your Constitution saving throw. I have to be quick
20
with those before you roll,
28.
so I'm like, use it now.
28.
Okay. So you feel little pinpricks as something inside the tentacle pierces into your flesh, but you're able to just kind of move your body just a bit that pulls them out of the flesh. And the next one. Attack Grimscar. He hits. Oh, wrong dice. And Grimscar is now grappled. So he's hit for 7 points of damage. And his other tentacle goes out. Misses. He then punches at Grimscar. Hits. And... hits. For 14 points of damage. Grimscar, you see him start to bleed from various areas as the tentacle wraps around him and starts squeezing the life out of him. And the next one goes. Longtooth makes a Constitution saving throw and passes, and another, and fails. You see the creature just kind of howl out in relief as Longtooth starts slumping in the tentacles.
The unconscious? Down? What?
Nope, he's not yet. But nope. And the green one's going to... Well, nope, the blue one's going to attack. He misses. And he misses. And the green one's going to attack. He hits. 6 points of damage. And he's grappled by that one now. And natural 20.
Ugh.
Bludgeoning.
Double damage and loses 1 attack on his next turn.
Okay.
I don't know, guys. We could have killed everybody.
Well, double damage. He takes 5 points. Attacks. Misses. Misses. All right. Blaylock, you are up.
Gonna move the turret up. Right next up to Grimscar. There we
Okay.
go. And I'm gonna move up as well behind the turret.
So here.
There we go. And
Okay, the creature gets an attack of opportunity on you.
what? I don't see a creature.
There's a red one next to you.
It was diagonal, yeah.
Okay.
He misses.
Okay. And as I dance out of the way of that attack, the turret is gonna pulse.
Okay.
And that is for 9 temporary hit points to all within range. So that's myself, Turret Boy, Grimscar, and Longtooth.
All right.
And can I, Grimscar and Longtooth both look pretty hurt?
They're suffering, yeah.
They're suffering. Okay. Send Loyal out and Cure Wounds, level 2 on Longtooth.
So you want Loyal to go out? What's Loyal's movement?
15. He's got to be able to touch it.
Yeah.
Can he get around there to him?
He
If not, it's
cannot.
going to have to be. Okay. Then right next to Grimscar.
Okay.
And that is for 21. He heals for 21.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
You see Grimscar's wounds close. He looks back at you and nods in approval. Nemoria, you're up.
All right, so I got a question real quick. If
Mhm.
I do a cone, 15 feet cone, will I miss Blaylock's little mechanized bird?
No.
If I go straight out in front of me?
So there's 15.
Because
Anybody
it should be like really narrow at the beginning. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking.
Here's 15. It'll definitely hit the little bird thing.
All right. I'm going to, since I know he just healed him, I think I got another round with him, so I'm going to do paralyzed again. I'm going to reach out and do paralyzed with the red guy in front of me and Ulrich.
Hold person.
Yes. 16.
Okay, Ulrich did a 17. And got a 16.
Jeez.
Just rolling well.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Zormir, you are up.
All right. I'm going to again aim my bracers at Mr. Red.
Okay.
Jeez, that's 3 12s in a row. So that's 20 not natural.
Okay, that hits.
And 14.
Remember your sneak attack.
Yep,
Yes.
you get sneak attack.
Did the second one hit?
14, no.
Okay. So we have 7. Geez, that wasn't very good. 19 points.
Okay. As the daggers pierce into its flesh, it howls out. And that'll be the end of your turn.
I would also like to use my whales to cyclically damage orange.
Okay.
For 9 points.
All right. Grimscar is going to attack Misses. Misses.
Oh my god.
And he hits. I know.
Good job, Chris.
Hits a creature for 9 points of damage. Longtooth is going to attack Blue. He hits. For 9 points of damage. He's going to attack again. Misses. And he hits. For 5 points of damage. Actually, he got one less attack because he was crit last time. So he did not hit on that last one. All right, Scar, you are up.
All right, I will move up 15 feet straight.
Okay.
I look at Ulrich with a smirk on my face, and I put my finger up to my nose, and I cast silence right in front of him, so 20 feet.
Okay. He's as a reaction, he's going to cast Counterspell. Is it a spell of 3rd level or lower?
Yeah, it's 2nd level.
Okay, so it immediately fails. So you begin to cast silence. He puts up a hand, and you just feel the words muffle in your mouth.
That's my turn.
All right. And he looks at you and points a finger, and out of his finger, you see, 1 second. Six bolts of energy come out as he casts Magic Missile. For 21 points of force damage.
Who's that to?
Scar. All right. Top of the creature's round. Nemoria, make a Constitution saving throw.
It's 12.
Okay. You save while the other tendril goes out to Zoramir.
Oh no.
And it hits. You are now grappled. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Grimscar is going to make his Constitution saving throw, and he makes it. The orange one is going to throw its second tentacle at Blaylock.
Is that a saving throw?
No.
Boo.
And it misses. Then it's going to punch Grimscar. It hits. And it hits. For 16 points of damage. Longtooth is going to save. He makes it. And he fails. For 9 points of damage. Blaylock, this time you notice as Longtooth winces in pain that the creature that has him in its tentacles, its wounds that it had from his claws start mending as it punches. Misses.
Creature or Longtooth?
The creature.
Okay.
And misses. And the green one is going to attempt to shoot a tentacle at the little guy. What's his AC?
Too
50.
much. Too much. You can't handle it. 13.
He just hits for 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and it wraps the tentacle around him. As he then goes for the turret. And hits. For 10 points of damage on the turret. And he has them both wrapped up in the tentacle.
When can they get free?
On their turn.
Okay. As an action?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he's going to make 2 punches at Longtooth. He misses. And he misses. All right. Blaylock, you are up.
All right. And it's time to... Yep. It's time for the Protector to pulse.
Okay.
And... come on, mouse. Go over there. Alright. That is 12 temporary hit points.
Okay. As they grow with a blue shield around them.
Okay. And then Loyal is has a little tentacle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lightning Grasp on Orange.
Okay. What do I need to do? You're rolling for it, right?
Give me a minute. 17 points of damage. And can I try and break one of them free? Nope, I can't.
No.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
So what'd you roll to hit? You did the damage, but I didn't hear the hit.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. 25.
Okay.
Sorry.
As the lightning pulses out, the creature begins to shudder and shake, and the tentacles that had hold of Grimscar fall limp, and he falls to the ground. All right, Nemoria, you are up.
All right, so I'm going to use Toll of the Dead
Okay.
on red, orange, blue, whatever the hell that color is, green.
Yeah, there's red, blue, and green left. Left to right.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yep. Whatever's in the area of 60 feet. So,
It's a single
saving throw.
target. It's a single target spell.
Oh, damn. Never mind. I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and go for the red.
Okay.
I was thinking Word of Radiance. I apologize.
All right. He fails.
Okay. So I am going to do a bonus action. I'm going to do Healing Word on
Okay.
Longtooth.
Can you do the damage first? It's 1d12.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said it did hit. I apologize. That's why I had you call me.
Yeah, that's fine.
16.
On a 1d12? Or is it
Oh, I
2d12?
apologize. It's 2d12. Should be.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm 5th level, so it's 2d12.
Okay. The creature begins grasping at its ears and ripping at its flesh until you start seeing the skull exposed, and it falls to the ground, just thrashing about, and releases you from its tentacles.
Nice. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to use a level 1 Healing Word on Longtooth.
Okay.
And that's for 8 points.
All right. All right, Zormir.
How far away is green? Or blue?
Blue is 25, green is 30.
Can I move to blue and still attack?
You can't get up there with your speed.
Okay.
Unless you use your bonus action to dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash over to blue.
Okay.
And then with my rapier at the ready, I'm gonna take a stab at him.
All right.
27.
That'll hit.
Eight points. And we'll still get sneak attack, right?
Yep.
For an additional 18 points.
All right, so what's the total?
What did I say?
6.
8 equals 18, 26.
Okay. As you thrust the rapier into its chest and rip it out, howling and flailing, this creature is unnatural on so many levels.
I'll
Okay.
do it.
Grimscar. Grimscar turns to Longtooth. Brother, together, we fight as one! And attacks Blue. And misses. And hits. For 8 points of damage. And attacks for his 3rd time. And he hits again. For 7 more. Longtooth turns to him. Yes, brother. About panting heavily. Together. lashes out at the creature. Natural 1.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Weapons damage is reduced by half.
Okay.
Doesn't say for any rounds, so I'm assuming permanently.
He hits with his second attack, and he misses with his third, with his second. For 4 points of damage. As he reaches, inspired by Grimscar's words, he buries his claws into the creature's head, and you see the claws wrap around what semblance of bones are left, and he rips the head off of the creature and throws it over the side. And it just, you hear, and then both tentacles fall off of Longtooth, and he kind of steadies Grimscar and himself, and they turn to look toward the last creature. And Scar, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move. "25 feet, so I'm gonna go 10 feet forward,
Okay.
10 feet down,
Okay.
and 1 foot over.
Like that.
Yes. And I will attack with the bow.
All right.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Yay.
Triple damage.
That's gonna hurt.
Okay, so
Natural 1.
$41 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 17.
That hits.
Oh shit, I forgot the This one's gonna be another 7 damage added because I forgot to add that to that first one.
Okay.
22 damage.
All right. The arrow pierces into his chest, and you hear him breathing difficult. You cannot defeat me.
You were defeated the moment you tried to turn this clan against each other.
And he starts to fall down to a knee, stands back up and reaches a hand out. And I need everyone except for Scar, I think, to make a Constitution saving throw as the air blasts out in an icy breath from Ulrich, hitting everybody except for Scar. He's not in it.
Well, that's a genius on me.
Okay.
Memoria 9.
Oh,
Okay. That's a failure.
No
17.
shit.
17 is a save.
Oof.
25 for Blaylock.
That's a save.
He might be your first again.
10 for Loyal.
That's a failure.
And 7 for the turret.
That's a failure. Longtooth and Grimscar also failed. And the creature saved. Crazy enough.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone that failed takes 34 points of cold damage. Everyone that saved takes half of that. So 17.
Will be all added to your temporary hit points. There.
Can I see him? I can see him, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Did Loyal or the turret go down?
Loyal went down, and I'm looking up the turret right now. I want to make sure that I got this right. Where are you, turret? Ah, okay. Turret is still up.
Okay. All right. Last remaining creature injured. Having one tentacle around Longtooth Longtooth makes a Constitution save. He saves. And the other tentacle is going to lash out at Zoramir. And hits. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are now grappled. And it's going to punch at Longtooth. Misses. And misses. Blaylock, you are up.
I believe it's Goring Rush, but I want to get the, there. I'm looking, for Goring, oh, there you are. Move at least 20 feet. Alright, so a dash is my movement speed, right? But it takes an action?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Alright, turret's gonna pulse.
Okay.
Alright, that's 7 temporary hit points to Grimscar, Longtooth, Zoramir, and myself.
7, you said?
7.
Make sure they don't stack with the old other
Yeah,
ones.
they don't stack. Yeah. If I move up 10, can I use the rest of my movement and then dash at Ulrich?
Yeah, you can move and then dash.
I know, but can I hit him? Can I get there?
5, 10, 15. You can.
Beautiful. Let's do it.
Okay.
You're gonna take this kill from me? You asshole.
He just killed Loyal. And it's just all it is a melee attack. So I think that's just where's that melee attack? Isn't that just my strength plus whatever my modifier is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll a d20 to hit, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it is what? 11.
seeing you rushing at him, you see him raise a hand up, and a bubble forms around him quickly. It's 11.
Bastard.
And you hit like a barrier and kind of fall back and shake your head as he smirks at you while holding a wound in his side. Nemoria,
That's the end of
you're
my
up.
turn.
So since Blaylock fell down, I got sights on Ulrich then still.
So, well, I mean, you could still see him. Yeah, he's
Okay.
up there.
So I want to. I'm going to shoot guiding bolt at
Okay.
him, and that's +8 to hit, and that is 18.
That misses.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move up 20 feet next to Zormir.
Okay.
Gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, Scar is all yours. And I'm done.
That green monster's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Zormir, you're up. Your movement is 0.
Can I still fire my bracers?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna fire green.
All right.
That is 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Oh, yeah, that one too. And that is probably not gonna hit. 10.
Yeah, that does not hit.
So, base 8 plus. Oh my gosh, this is so much math. For 23 total points of damage to green.
Okay. All right.
Can I use my cunning action to try and disengage from the tentacles?
Now your movement is 0.
Yes, that ends my turn.
All right. Grimscar jumps up and jumps from the altar over to the last creature. Makes an attack. Misses. Misses.
Oh, jeez.
And hits. For 3 points of damage. Longtooth joining in with his brother. He hits. He thrusts a claw inside the chest of the creature and rips out whatever he can find as his rage just raises up, and he lifts the body up with one hand and kind of flings it over the edge, holding on to whatever he found inside. It just drips from his paw as he turns and looks toward Ulrich. You caused this. And Scar, you're up.
This only ends one way for you. 27.
That'll hit.
For 16.
How do you want to do it?
I want it to go right into his chest. And as he stands or kneels there grasping at it, I move up closer to him, put my hand on the arrow, and just slowly shove it in.
Okay. So you fire the shot, and the sound almost quiets. The battlefield, the fire, everything disappears. Almost in slow motion, you feel the string of the bow whip in your hand as the magical arrow fires forward. And you hear the piercing of the meat in the chest as Ulrich it buries into his chest with a thunk. You hear Blaylock, this happens right in front of you. You see this arrow appear as Scar moves forward and steps on Ulrich and kneels down a knee right onto the stomach of his hunt that he's been hunting all this time. You will not beat me. And he raises a hand to cast a spell. And as you do, Scar grabs hold of the arrow and shoves it deeper into the chest. And you hear it burst out the backside and into the ground before the arrow dissipates, and the hole left in the chest of Ulrich bleeds out with a gaping wound. I can't be defeated. And his hand falls to his side. His head turns. Dead.
Woo.
As the battle ends, Ulrich or Grimscar and Longtooth come down to see the body of Ulrich. And as they stand there, Longtooth looks at Grimscar. My brother, we have fought side by side. And he grabs hold of the wounds that he has. I am sorry for all these years of war. If I don't make it through the night, I want you to know you'll always be my family. And together, I will wait for you in the hunting grounds. See the wounds bleed out as Grimscar.
Can I run over there and try and do what I can?
Are you casting Cure Wounds or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to run over there, but like, not just yet. And then
Killing me. You're killing me.
Blaylock runs over, places a hand on Longtooth, and the wounds begin to clear and mend together. And he looks at Blaylock. I must thank all of you as Namori and Zoramir join them. You helped me remember my way. You have saved me. And he looks back at Grimscar, and with all his strength he can muster, he takes a knee in front of him. My brother, you are the rightful leader. My people will serve you. And as you look up into the back where all his men are, in one resounding thunder, you see all of them take a knee and bow their head to Grimscar. Grimscar grabs his brother, lifts him up and embraces him, and says, "No, brother, we will lead." And they stand there in a long embrace. After what seems like an eternity, Longtooth turns to Scar. When you get time, find that cure. Bring it back to us so I can fix our people.
May I have some of your blood? It might help the people of wisdom in finding that cure.
Yes. However you want to take it. And he's pretty tore up. As you...
I just empty out my water skin.
Okay.
And as gently as I possibly can, I go to one of his wounds.
Okay. You collect some of his blood. And he looks and tries to stand taller than what he was. And Grimscar turns to all of you. I have no words for what you have done here today and over these last few weeks. You have saved us. And now I must prepare our people to go home. When you're ready, remember your horses are being cared for. If you need an escort back to them, I will send one. But we also want to extend the offer. If you want to stay, you are now part of us. Both of us. You can live among our people as one of us. And as this is happening, you hear a slight tapping and footsteps that you didn't even know were here, as the elder Mad Eye slowly makes their way towards you all. She smiles as she places a hand on Scar's face and looks him deep in the eye, nodding slowly. She walks over to Longtooth, and they kneel down, and she embraces them both, one with each arm, as she joins them together as one clan. What do you want to do?
I kneel down.
Okay. She nods at you as you kneel in respect to what's going on. Laylock, Nemoria, Zoramir?
I'll take out my rapier and put it into the ground and get down on one knee.
I'll follow suit.
And I will just bow my head in solace.
She smiles at all of you. What you have done here today will be remembered for generations. You have ended the death of our people. It'll take us time, but we will rebuild. We will be one again. Do not have your visit leave too soon. As they get up, all the troops begin coming together, and some of them embrace being friends from a long time past or family members. Finally, from all the time here, there's peace. And Grimscar looks down at Longtooth. Return to our home. I will gather our people. We will be with you soon, brother. Longtooth nods. Looks down at Ulrich and spits blood at him. Nods at all of you and begins walking to his people so they may return home and prepare for them returning together as one.
Scar, we're gonna need to take a rest and heal before we go on our way.
We have one more thing we need to do before we head to Portstown.
What is that?
I grab Julik and I start dragging him over to the altar.
Okay.
We need to try to get some information out of this asshole. Maybe he can be useful in death. And I fling him up onto the stairs. I have like no respect for the body at all. I'm just...
Okay. Everyone's kind of just watching as you pull him up there.
You've spoken to the dead before. I need answers.
So what are you asking me to do?
In the church, you spoke to the dead. I need
I
you
have.
to do it again.
You realize that the answers you may get may not be truthful. They may not be what you're looking for.
Laylock, that circlet. Is there a way to control it?
No. There is no way to control it.
I can't remember. Didn't one of us turn in? No, it was the drow that turned into the other one.
Yep.
We all
See.
turned into something different.
It's a humanoid. It's a humanoid, and there's some logic behind it, but the circlet chooses the physical characteristics.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
So the claw chooses.
okay.
Guard,
I'm
do
gonna
you
wait.
want me?
How does it work? Something about he only speaks to people that he would find
If you
familiar.
If you talk to him, you cannot be seen. If he sees you as a hostile, he will not talk to you.
Let us take a rest here. Wait for them to clear out. I might have something.
Very well.
So yeah, I will go ahead and sit down next to the body.
Okay. Short rest, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'll be right back. AFK.
I'm going to go ahead and heal some points.
I'm gonna go gather up Loyal and the turret and begin working on fixing the Loyal.
Okay. You see Loyal, and he's frozen into little pieces of ice.
Mm.
As you pick them up, they're still solid. It may
Bastard.
take some time.
I'll gather up all the pieces and store it away until later time.
Okay.
This was quite an ordeal and ended better than I anticipated. I pictured myself as a mediator between these two clans, and every possibility was failure. This was unexpected, but not poor. Not a poor outcome.
No, it was this one's arrogance. The outcome we wanted. Not the way.
Well, Namoria, I don't think he's ever seen a gnome before. However, you have not tried on the circlet. Maybe and he won't recognize you with the circlet and whatever you transform into and not consider you hostile.
I have a plan. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I will not do it while they are still present. Alright, so I need to take a list.
Do we need to gather the body, or shall we wait?
Piece of shit on the steps. Leave him there for now.
Fair enough.
Just rest.
Everybody, I have a few spell slots left. Would anybody need a heal before we take a short rest?
I'll just rest for now.
See how I feel after the nap.
Very good. Thormir, you're frozen again.
I was afraid I was. Like,
DM, how are our pictures doing?
You just fixed them. They've been bad for a while.
Oh, okay.
They're good now, though. All right. So the armies disperse. Grimscar walks by. Are you coming with us?
We will be along.
And he looks to the body of Ulrich and all of you. He nods. Passes by with Elder Mad Eye as she keeps her eye on Blaylock as they walk by.
It is good to see you again, ma'am.
And she smiles in her best way that she can.
How do you think you'll fare in keeping these brothers' tribes together as one?
They have went through the ultimate trial. They'll be strong for many generation.
This will not come easy, but united, they have a better chance at thriving.
It's true. She sets her hand on your shoulder briefly and lets it slide off as she moves forward with Grimscar. And they're out of sight at this point.
Okay. Are you ready?
What do you want to do?
I cast Disguise Self. Hold on. Yeah, I cast Disguise Self, and I appear as the Drow.
I see why you wanted to wait. That would not look well if you turned yourself into a drow.
Exactly.
Mhm. I'm gonna. We should move behind the body and out of sight.
I tell you guys to go to the other side of the altar.
I'll head over there.
Yep, I'm moving.
Yep.
I am ready whenever you are, Namoria.
Okay. Hang on just a second. Okay. All right. I'm going to cast Speak of the Dead. Speak with the Dead on Ulrich. Mind you.
You can only swap spells on a long rest, I believe, as a cleric.
Oh, it's not a short spell?
Nope.
Oh, well. Okay.
Well, then it seems we are staying here overnight.
That it is. We must all rest.
And
He
I
will be
turn back
fine.
into Scar.
He is. He is not going anywhere.
Ruined my moment, Namoria.
I was trying to save everybody's life.
It's not typically a spell you keep going.
I have no idea. I just knew he did it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. I will.
All right.
Well, since I have the body here, I'm going to search it for any kind of clues or information.
Okay. You search him and you find a note within a pocket. It's showing the city of Portstown, and there's a mark there on it. And from being in town, it looks like it's where the mayor's house was, or is. And it speaks of these 3 stones that are hidden behind the history of the founder. But that's all that it says.
I want to do history check. If that's, well, I don't know, would it be history or investigation? I remember hearing the founder.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Jarish had called himself the founder.
Yep, I would say you would remember that. Go ahead and roll a history.
Straight up 15.
Okay. You remember that he did say he's the one that founded Portstown a long time ago. So you would imagine that it has something to do, something in his old home that's hidden.
Okay. Okay. Anything else of interest?
No.
All right. I start taking the bodies of the dead gnolls that he had transformed and start digging graves.
Okay. You all see Scar digging some graves, dragging these monstrous creatures to them.
And I'll do like a little prayer. Back to the huntress. Back to the hunt.
Okay. While this is going on, what are the rest of you doing?
I'll go search the bodies of the gnolls.
There's nothing left.
The ones I'm being buried.
And they're being buried.
Oh wait, we forgot something. I'm gonna start working on Loyal.
In that case, I'm gonna go over and like kind of kick some dirt over the graves, act like I'm helping.
Okay. So as you're burying these Scar, Zormir comes over and just kind of sheepishly kicks some dirt in, shoots you a sideways smile of, "Hey, I'm helping."
I just continue.
Okay. Anything else you want to do while you for the long rest?
It is going to be a long trial for them. We will head back with them before going back out to Portstown.
I am concerned about the longevity of this current not this alliance, you would say. Do you think this is permanent?
It's a step in the right direction. I think with proper guidance and the right people advising, yes.
True. So many unknowns makes it difficult to say for sure. Only time will determine the answer. I've never liked that at all.
They have both been lied to for far too long. If not for Grimscar's change of ways, this could have gone much differently.
I agree. The bond that they now have will be tested and tried, but it is a start. You Knolls are a testy bunch.
Well, when you are born from chaos, there's not much of an option. That is why when I tell you I struggle daily, it is real.
I understand all too well. Many, many years ago, we were born from chaos. We have persevered, but we are isolated intentionally for our own survival and for the survival of those we would mingle with.
I will start a fire and take the first watch.
Okay. Nemoria, the rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit with Scar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit over with Scar and Blaylock.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me with this. It does mean a great deal.
Good to see two family members put their differences aside and hopefully join together, work together for the future.
This was an ideal turnaround. Look at what we've achieved so far together. We have taken down Ulrich, whose origins are still unknown, but a powerful foe nonetheless. We've taken down this drow wizard. When by all circumstance we should not, but we did as a team, and individually we would never have survived. We'd probably be dead.
There's much of this island that we do not know. Lots of bad dreams. People looking for this legendary sword. Complete chaos everywhere we've gone. There's a darkness here. A darkness that is feeding off of these people.
You bring up wounds that I have stamped down. I have not said anything to anybody of this, but you speak of dreams, and I have had dreams of this force, this DM. What was the name of the that this whoever it was who wants me to collect it.
Hmm. That might
Oh, you
take
don't
me
have that.
time.
You don't have that readily available.
I'll have to look for that one. That one goes
Yep,
back
no,
a
it's-
long time.
Yep,
You
no
didn't
problem.
take notes of your own dream?
I thought I had it written down, but I haven't looked it up. So there is a force, an evil force, that wants me to bring them the shards, and I'll be able to get my mother back. I don't know how much to believe, but anyone that will hold my mother, a powerful wizard, is indeed someone to be wary of. And because he's holding her captive, apparently, then
Broman Karth.
Broman Karth. I have to write that down. This Broman Karth wants me to bring him these shards, and in return, my mother will be free.
We have a god that has put this holy woman on a quest for the shards. You have a demon voice in your head telling you he wants the shards. What of you, little one? Anybody ask for the shards? I have had no such dreams.
Thormer's like, I kind of want the shards myself.
We can find a way to steal them.
Just remember, we know the location of at least 3. We have one, the magistrate has one, and somewhere the dwarves have one.
True. Once we can find, or at least push in the right direction, this cure for the gnolls, and that's probably where we should head. Now, Scar, what say you? Are you going to head back to Neverwinter?
I think there's more important things here currently. I can collect the bounty on Ulrich from Portstown. A bounty is a legal document binding any magistrate or mayor can collect.
Well, your company is always appreciated greatly.
I just go quiet. I think we should get some rest. Heal from our wounds.
Yep.
We need to discuss things with Madra, Longtooth, and Grimscar in the morrow. And then we need to head back to Portstown.
I wait to see what King has done with the place.
It's been, about a week or so since we've been there?
Probably pushing 2, but yeah.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling back and forth, and then trials. And
Figure it was about 4 days to get to Longtooth's camp and 4 days back. So yeah, about 2 weeks.
Well, Scar and Soromir, I'm going to go rest. Who knows what the morrow will bring? And then I'll pat Scar on the shoulder. and then head off to my roll.
Have a good rest, friend.
You as well.
All right.
We're still at the hallowed field.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go nestle up in a corner of the whatever the podium thing was that was in the center.
The
You're gonna go
altar.
sleep on
Yep.
the altar. You're gonna go
Not
sleep on the altar.
not on the altar, like on the ground
Just gonna
against the altar.
shove the skeleton over and just be like, you don't need this anymore.
Okay.
This is mine now.
Nemoria?
You're on mute.
We don't hear you. Nope.
Mute button.
There we go.
There.
Such a dumbass. So, yep, I'm gonna go find me a nice curl up someplace and probably just on the side of the altar there and use a rock as my pillow and cure myself as I sleep.
Okay.
It's been an exhausting day.
You all fade into sleep. Scar, you see nothing during the watch. Blaylock, you want to roll to fix your guy?
Yeah. Oh, this time fixing you, friend. I can't work on anything else. Is that an intelligence, right?
Yep.
That's 13.
Okay. You piece him back together. This isn't the best job you've done, but he's functional.
Good enough until I can get to my lab. And I'm gonna pass out from exhaustion.
Okay. The time passes as you rest. Get up. It's late evening because it was around noon or so when you got there. So late evening. What do you want to do?
All right.
Gar,
Oh,
Are you ready to do this now?
yes.
I don't know. It's kind of dark out. Should we sleep a little bit more?
Little
You
one.
need more sleep? We still have to travel back to Longtooth.
Everyone, please. Back away behind the corpse.
I go ahead and cast Disguise Self again.
Okay. You turn yourself into...
Jaresh.
Yep.
Now, you can only ask 5 questions. They may be cryptic, and they may be true, and they may be false. That is up to you to decipher. And I will speak with the dead and back away.
Okay. Scar, you see Ulrich's body laying limp as a light glow covers the body, and you see the chest raised. It's ready for questions.
Friend, it seems that you have fallen. But this note of my house, where did you come of this?
I have fallen. to an outsider. The note you gave to me.
It seems that our experiments worked with the gnolls. We were working on a cure as well. How far were you able to accomplish? How much were you able to accomplish?
You should remember we finished it together.
That is right, my friend. We did much together. That is all that is left of our legacy in town, isn't it? The cure. Our leverage.
Was there more? I didn't hear a question, sorry.
Pretty much it was our legacy that we did this, and the cure could still be found in the town.
Yes.
So I'm going to mind link to Scar and tell him he needs to be quicker before we lose him.
I can't think of anything else, guys. Not without giving myself up.
I'll just tell him he doesn't have to ask 5 questions. It's just whatever information you wanted to get. Since you got what you wanted, Scar, go ahead and start reaching to the bounds of the questions. If he sees who you are, it's not like he can hurt you.
Let's see. All right. That's. I can't think of anything else right now. So.
You see
Unfortunately.
the body's chest compress back down.
And I will take out my short sword and slice off his head.
Okay. So you see Scar remove the head. A practice you haven't seen in a while, but common.
Place it in my backpack.
All right.
And then I move the body away from the altar and I set it on fire.
Okay. Zormir, you smell the smell of cooked flesh.
Act repulsed. Why would you want to cook that?
I'm not cooking it. I'm making it unusable for anybody else to try to bring him back.
So, Scar, are we going to head to town to find a cure?
Yes. We need to head back to Portstown now.
We need to move before it gets to be too much darker.
We've slept our 8 hours. We are good.
Well, I'm just worried about Blaylock and making noise with the harpies. He gets a little rambunctious.
Engage with
Pull up
them.
the map and see. Can I see, since we've traveled quite a bit in this area,
Mhm.
where my faster, safer path back to Portstown?
Not really in
Or at least to the horses?
I mean,
The
it's
cabin with the horses?
you know the route they brought you up. You would imagine it's probably the most direct route. You haven't been on that side of the map. Most of your stuff's been
Okay.
east of that.
Well, they were taking care of our horses in the cabin, so that is our best bet. We need to head there as quickly as possible.
All right.
We should make haste. Remember, we still had victims in Portstown that were not fully cured. Wild things they were.
Wild indeed. Let's get going. Not too fast though. My little legs can only go so fast.
All right. Where are you heading?
Cavern with the horses.
Okay. Not stopping at Grimscar's camp?
No.
Okay. So it took you about 2 days to get to there from the camp. So you're looking at about 2.5 days to get to where the horses are kept. So if there's anything you want to do in that time period, let me know.
Take our long rests and moving on.
All right.
There'll be no training montages this time.
Well,
Built to
Oh.
win. Oh,
as we're walking, I'll joust with any small critters that we come across with my rapier.
okay. So you see Zormir from time to time to like rabbits and things that are seen along the way.
Squeak, squeak 'em, squeak, squeaker.
What?
You make your way to the cave, and as you got to the cliff to scale down to where the cave is, there were actually already a knoll there that took you back a distance and showed you a way around that, and through some hidden crevices. And you get to the cave, and there's 2 gnolls there caring for the horses. They seem to be in great shape. The wagon is still in great shape.
Still have our sign on it?
Still has a sign on it.
Advertisement.
Who's
Gonna-
riding where?
I'm gonna go to the gnolls that were taking care of it and give each of them 2 gold.
Okay. They thank you heartily.
Thank you for watching over our creatures.
All right. I say if we need a rest, we take a rest. But if we can take off, we can take off.
Blaylock's gonna jump right into the back of the cart, and then just begin working.
Okay.
I'll follow Scar's lead and agree that we are feeling okay to travel a little while longer.
All right. Blaylock, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, I like the perception. All right, so that's an advantage. So 23.
Okay. When you get in the back of the cart, you see your stuff, the stuff that you left. You also see a new pouch lying in the that's not part of your stuff.
What is this? I'm gonna use detect magic on it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna bring it out and show everybody, just in case I explode.
Okay. You see Blaylock hold up a pouch.
This is not mine, and I am unsure of its origin. I'm going to step over here and be prepared for anything. I'm gonna walk like a fair distance off.
Okay.
And then I'm
Do
gonna.
you think Zoramir would be better handedly to open it?
I'm already headed over there out of curiosity of this treasure.
I'm gonna stick my hand in there.
You feel small, cold metal objects.
I'll dump it out in my hand.
You dumped out 50 shiny, very shiny looking silver-like pieces, but it's not silver. It's 50 platinum coins.
Oh my.
That'd be enough to buy a diamond.
I rush over and try and scoop it up.
No.
Make a sleight of hand.
With disadvantage since he's looking at it.
Yeah, for sure.
But 16.
Just while you're marveling at it, Blaylock, in your hands, Zoramir just jumps up with both hands, grabs as much as he can, and scrapes it off your palms.
Excuse me.
Oh, shiny. Oh, give me. Oh, this is mine. I saw it first.
If we're going to do anything with this, we would split it. But as for now, I believe one person has already taken charge of the party money. So I'm gonna go back over there with whatever's left. I don't know. So Zoramir didn't get anything?
No, he got it all.
Oh. Zoramir! Alright, now I'm gonna tackle him.
I'm gonna start running in circles.
No, I'm tackling him.
Make an acrobatics.
We have pressing matters to attend to.
Am I making an acrobatics?
No, Blaylock is.
15.
You jump at him, but he's just too small and wiry.
Zoramir.
I dart around and then I hop into the wagon.
I'm gonna cast web on the wagon with him in it.
Okay. So all of a sudden,
Oh,
the wagon.
you know what? Oh, the web's not prepared anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to take my horse and walk over and just try to grab him behind the back of the neck just to keep him from running, to hold him up.
Make an acrobatics check.
19.
Oh,
So you grab the back of his neck and just kind of, Zoramir, your feet go out from underneath you.
Zoramir,
I just have
we don't have time for this.
I have in my
You
hand,
are not a child.
looking over and I'm trying to count them.
Give him the platinum. I'm shaking him, just letting all that fall to onto the cart.
It's like a bully. He's just hanging him upside down.
You-
Taking him for all its gold.
You will get some. Fear not. We are a team. Remember,
All right,
we have pressing issues.
I'm gonna attempt to gather him up and then put him back into the pouch and throw it at Scar.
Okay.
I add it to the rest of where I put the group funds.
It's a lot of
We
plat.
need to leave now.
So many distractions. I'm gonna start mumbling to myself and then get back into the cart.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start taking my horse and just start wandering off after I drop the Soromir back into the cart.
Mhm.
Ride, little one.
You want me to drive the horse?
No.
I'll give it a
Just-
shot.
Just be still. And I ride away.
All right. It's a 3-day journey back to Portstown.
Even with horses?
With horses, yeah. You guys,
Oh,
you don't
you
remember
know this is
making
that
that
one.
trip? I went back and looked.
Wow, that was a long day. Long journey.
Now, Moria, let me see that shield for a moment.
Sure. Here you go. And I hand him the shield.
Excellent.
Don't scratch it.
It's all right. You don't make very good use of this anyway.
Not since you decided to test it with the harpies around.
See this scratch right here? That was me.
That is yours.
I need this for a while. I'm gonna go back there and start tinkering on it, working on Project 1.
Okay. Roll an intelligence check.
22.
That is a success
Boom.
on the first part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give it back to Nemoria. Thank you.
What did you do to my shield?
Nothing yet. It's not complete. Just remember to use the infusion I gave it. React. Use the shield.
Yeah. I will.
Mm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So you eventually camp a few times and you make your way back to Portstown. It's a nice sunny day as you get close to the gate. The town seems to be bustling about. As you approach the gate, you can see within, from time to time, a few small divisions of guards march through the streets. 2 guards stand at the gate as you approach. Morning.
I show the pendant of the guard.
No need for that. We remember who you are.
I'll show it
How
as well.
goes things?
Things are good. Welcome to Portstown. Mucking good stables, I see. All right.
Yes.
Business inside. Have a pleasant day. Stop by the local businesses. We hope you enjoy your stay in Portstown.
This is certainly a different introduction to the town. This is good. In just a few weeks. How fares the temporary mayor?
Oh, King is doing great. He's, even in a short time, seems to have cleaned up the streets.
Excellent. Thank you, guardsman.
He's staying at the mayor's old house.
He is. We all kind of got together and worked with him, fixed it up, cleaned it out a bit.
Cleaned it out.
You know, the mess. There was some of the things that were in bad shape, but we got those all straightened out and looks right nice now. Kept some of the old paintings and different things around the house. You know, got to honor your history and all.
Excellent.
And the
Thank
tower.
you.
What has he done with the tower?
Not sure. Still there. And he looks over his shoulder. Yep, still there.
And just grunt. Can he be found at the house now?
Let's see, probably before his morning constitutional. Yeah, he's probably there.
Thank you. And I start heading towards the house.
Okay. They wave to you and welcome you into the town.
Hey, Scar.
Yes,
The tower's still there.
that I saw.
Oh, okay. Very astute observation of that guard.
Can we go back through the tunnel? Can we go back through the tunnel?
Zormir, if you want to go through the tunnel, by all means. You're a
Pretty
tentacle
sure
friend.
we have access to the front door now.
Oh, this tunnel's such a more fun way to go in.
I dislike the smell and care not to ever smell it again.
So I'm gonna pull out that letter again and I'm gonna look. Does it look like there was like a mark? I mean, it was a floor plan of the house, correct?
It was looked like the map of Portstown itself, with just a mark where the mayor's
just
house
the mark
is.
on the house.
Yes.
Okay. We must speak to King, and we must speak to the clergyman.
I need just a moment to stop at the DM. I'm looking for a some kind of cloth here. Someone to. I'm looking for a hat.
A hat.
Hat.
Laylock, we have time for that.
Fine. 4 weeks away from the town. Fine.
All right, where is the party going, or are you splitting up?
No, I'll go with Scar.
Yep. Want to see where this goes.
Are we still riding the horses?
Yep. Mocking stables.
Good stables.
You make your way to the mayor's house and park the horses outside. On your way through, you notice people are general jovial mood, waving. You do see from time to time some different humanoid races that, a goblin here or there, and other tabaxi and Yuan-Tai purebloods, things that you wouldn't have seen before that seem to be in town.
Seems they've wisened up.
Yes, not as withdrawn as they once were. This being a, port town, aptly named. They get all types of people from around the world here.
I go up and knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, just a minute. I'm on my way. Takes a while.
That voice.
And the door opens up. Well, holy gods, it's... You's all made it. You're all alive. Where you been? Welcome to Portstown.
It is shaping up quite well, King.
Well here.
I tell you what, you hire some outside guards, you start putting a little bit of your own expertise into the town, and things start shaping up. People are happier when there's more police around, you know what I'm saying?
And you have a mayor worth his salt.
You have a mayor that's actually here, it's that's one thing.
That is good.
You have a moment. We have something to discuss.
For you guys, of course. Come on inside. I'm just getting ready to leave for my morning constitutional, but I can wait.
If you need to go to the bathroom, then we can wait.
I can wait. Come on inside, you big hairy mug. So he takes you inside the home. You see it's
Find anything interesting as you were repairing, cleaning up?
We haven't found anything. I mean, we cleaned up the place. We kept some, the original stuff here, but that's just because it looked nice, kind of fit with the history of the town. Should stay calm there.
I pull out the letter and I hand it to him.
Let's
I
see.
found Ulrich. Ulrich is dead.
Oh, you did, huh?
But we did get out of him that they had come up with a cure for this werewolf disease. This note was on him. Somewhere in this house, there's something.
Really, something in my house. Interesting. This is a neat note, but I'm not sure what it means. History of the founder. Those.
He named himself the founder.
Oh, the old mayor. He is the founder, huh? That's funny. Because he looked like he was 2,000 years old, but maybe. No, he didn't. He didn't look that old.
The Drow live long lives.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Well, you can look around the house. You're more than welcome to. I don't think you're going to find anything.
Have the clergymen found anything else from the tower?
Yeah, those, some of those vials of liquid you brought back, it seemed like one of them was actually a cure. The kids, we gave it to some of the kids that were a little crazy, and they seem to be fine now, playing around.
Have they made any more of it?
They have. They've decided, they found out what's in it, been able to follow some of the books we found, and sure enough, anybody that's got a problem, we got a cure.
I'm going to need that.
As soon as he said you could take a look around the house, I'm just going to go off and start looking around.
Okay.
And there's nothing left in King's house.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
Big ass pictures hanging out of his pockets.
I'm just walking around looking, see if there's anything that catches my eye.
It depends on what your eye's looking for. There's a lot of things that look valuable.
Small things that look valuable.
Sure. There's some various sculptures that look fairly old, that look like they're made of different types of silver. There's some things that have jewels encrusted in them, that are just design pieces.
I'm gonna look around until I see something that's looks like it might be worth something, and something I could easily slip in a pocket.
Okay, so roll an investigation.
I tell King that they shouldn't have any more problems with gnolls attacking farmers.
Well, that's good information. That's something I can really get behind. That's all you guys doing?
We brought them together. It has been Ulrich and Jaresh's intent to continue to cause chaos between them.
Well, if we'd have
There's
just
a
known.
long way to go. Well, they were still dark dealings.
Rolled 17.
Can I see Zoramir?
Roll a perception.
Do I know what he's doing?
I mean, I would say with your passive perception, you see him walking around, and kind of, as he gets near certain objects, like he gets closer to it and kind of closes one eye and kind of looks at it.
So I'm just kind of keeping my eye on him because we don't need any trouble. So I'm going to just kind of keep an eye on him, and I see him just kind of eyeballing stuff. So I'm going to speak to him in his mind and say, Zoramir, this is not the place to fill your pockets.
I'm just not going to react, and I'm going to go into a different room where he can't see me.
You see him kind of give you a side eye as he kind of keeps his head in the same place as his feet walk forward and then kind of rounds the corner.
Soramir, just because you turn the corner doesn't mean I can't talk to you.
What's he doing? What's he doing in my house? Anyways,
King, he's just walking around. He's just walking around. He's not going to take anything, I promise. Soramir,
Where could we
get
find
back here
out the
now.
history of this house? Somebody had to have built it. Something is here.
Well, you're more than welcome to look around. I mean, we got. I kept some of the stuff, but don't know what quite you're looking for.
I will take up your invitation and be back later.
Did I find something small?
Yeah. There's some small like brooches that are kind of sitting on a table.
I'm gonna grab one of those, slip it in my bag, and then I'm gonna grab something big, like something like nice statue or something that's sitting around, and then just walk into the main room with it.
Roll your sleight of hand.
19.
Okay, you swipe the brooch. Nobody saw you do it. You then reach up and grab a painting off the wall. It's a painting of the tower itself in Portstown. Roll perception.
12.
Okay. You come around the corner holding this large painting of a tower.
What is that you have there?
Painting. You told me we could look around, so I like this painting.
Well, it's difficult to hang paintings again once they're removed, and that looks very
What
old.
are you doing in my house? You're taking my paintings. What's wrong with you?
You said we could look around at everything.
Look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Those mean the same thing to me.
This guy, I remember this guy. This guy gave me problems. This guy hasn't changed.
I'm going to take the picture out of his hands and give it back to King and apologize to King.
Wait, hold on a second. What is that on there? Is that a tower?
It's a picture of the tower, yeah.
Interesting. This looks very old. Can I have a better look at it?
Yeah, it's part of the house. I mean, I think all the pictures they got at the same time because they're all in the same like frame and molding and all that stuff. Looks like they were all done by the same person, so we kept them.
This person, he's not with us anymore?
I wouldn't imagine because I'm kind of living in his house.
Well, the person who made the frame?
I don't know.
Can I take a look at the at some of the pictures on the wall? Then I want to see what I can find.
Yeah. Of the ones that there's several pictures on the wall, but of ones that match this one, there's one that is like a big painting of the moon shining down on Portstown, and one that looks like a large port city that you're not familiar with.
King, do you know what this is?
What is the moon?
No, not the moon. And I'll point at the picture of the other Portstown.
Oh, that's a Waterdeep. You know Waterdeep. It's big. Everyone likes to go there. Big place. Big monsters attacked many years ago. Still in the town. Got to see it sometime. It's great.
Water deep. Interesting. Well, I'm going to continue to look around, and I'd like to take some time and go like, how many rooms are we talking about here?
It's a
I'd like to
fairly
start
large house. Yeah.
if I cast detect magic, that's with me for a set amount of time. I'd like to see if I can find anything of note.
Okay.
Go hang the painting back on the wall.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18.
You go back to hang it where it came from. And it's one of those where the painting's been there for quite some time, so the wall's a little cleaner behind where it was at. So you can see where you need to hang it. And when you go to hang it, you can see there's one particular stone that's out of place that was behind the painting.
I push it.
You hear a click, like click.
Looking at the wall.
Nothing happened at the wall itself.
Do I notice anything around the house? Did I hear anything other than that click?
Nope.
Zormir,
What?
found something.
What did you find?
Some sort of knob. A brick. Loose brick.
What's so special about that?
It doesn't belong here. And we're looking for something suspicious in this house.
Oh, I see where you're getting at. You probably stole the brick.
I mean, are we all there with him?
Well, you went like upstairs searching for
Oh,
things.
okay.
And Nomori, what are you doing during all this? Keeping an eye on Zormir?
Yeah. I'm just kind of because I'm leery of creating a fiasco world war with him.
It's like a mother
So-
hen just sitting around mind linking with him. Now, don't touch that.
Exactly. That's what it's like.
Did anything happen to the brick?
Not to that. The sound came from a different spot in the house, but you could hear it.
Upstairs? The back
Downstairs.
Of the house? Downstairs.
On the same floor that you're on.
Okay, I want to head in that direction. I heard the click.
Okay. You head into the main room. It's like the entrance area where you came into the home. That sounds like the general area that you heard it coming from.
Investigation?
You can investigate, yep.
$21.
All right. You look around. Nothing seems out of place or where it shouldn't be. It's hard to place where it came from exactly.
Hit
Are
the
there
brick
any
again.
pictures on the wall?
Yeah.
Scar. Let's take out some pictures and see what's behind them. If you heard it from this room.
Zormir, hit the brick again.
Can I reach the brick?
Just barely.
Jump up a little
He's
bit.
jumping up to hit the button.
You jump up. You all hear the thump, the thump. And then he finally jumps up and gets it, and you hear. Sounds like it's coming from under the floor. What's that noise? There's no basement in this house.
Is there a carpet down?
Apparently there is. Sorry, King. And I start like shoving furniture out of the way.
Okay. You start moving out of the way. There's no noticeable thing that looks out of place.
There's no carpets or anything.
No. I mean, there's carpets, but when you move them, it
Or
doesn't
fireplace.
No fireplace.
No hearth or anything?
No.
Jesus, Chris. Come on now. You don't put the switch in there and then say, no door.
Another
Right.
puzzle. It's a puzzle. I quit.
I'm
Not
gonna
really.
look around and investigate for anything that might be rigged.
Okay. Investigate. What?
21 wasn't good enough.
Oh, is that
A
what
little
you rolled?
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got a 19, so.
You're not finding anything.
You're all hearing this, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard it, but I don't know where it's coming from.
I'm upstairs
Tapping
in
on the-
completely the wrong area.
I'm just gonna start
On the
stomping on the floor, looking for a dead spot.
I'm gonna take out my dagger and try and pry up a board.
You take out the dagger, and King's like, whoa. You're not prying up the boards in my house.
Why not? We need to find out what this is. Boards can be replaced.
At
Let's.
this point, I'm going over this room with a fine-tuned cone. I'm like, something's here.
I still say let's look. Even though you can hear it on the floor, let's look behind all the pictures and all of the furniture on the walls, just in case. Zoromir, you have a knack for finding stuff that you shouldn't be. Start looking for something that's out of place.
Start taking down the pictures on the walls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and through every room and take every picture down.
You remove the picture of the moon and see another similar stone behind that painting.
I try and press it.
Let's look. What's the same with this picture and the other picture? Is there a resemblance?
The moon is the werewolf's strength. Let's hit the buttons at the same time.
So you go
On
in.
3.
Yep. So we hit it.
You hear both the mechanisms, and it sounds like something drops, but it's like it hit one last latch.
Of course.
We need to find another
This fucking
picture
wizard.
that correlates with the same picture that we have.
You said there was a painting of the town,
Mm-hmm.
or no?
Yeah, there's one of Waterdeep.
Take it down.
And you find a stone behind it that's slightly raised.
Let's go.
Everybody get a stone.
I'll stand next to this one.
The
And
button.
next to this one.
1, 2, 3.
Bricks.
Click.
Do I hear
And-
anything upstairs?
Yeah, you hear quite a racket coming from below as a wall to the side opens up into a small set of staircase that lead down into a spiral that leads down into darkness. Well, look at that! You just found something in my house.
Just shake my head. King is so useless. I don't say it to him. I just don't. Oh my God, this guy.
Who knew? Who knew?
Next time we're looking for something, we'll start first at looking under your nose. Then we'll move out from there.
It's probably not a bad place to start. You know what I'm saying?
You are a busy man.
Yeah, I am, and I think you guys gave me that responsibility. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Better.
All right. Shall we go down and take a look.
King, how is your
Going after.
intestinal fortitude? You said earlier you haven't taken your morning constitution yet.
Yeah, I should probably go do that. I imagine you guys are gonna crawl down in the hidey hole in my house, but that's cool. I don't. It's not like you guys would steal from me.
We'll all look at Zoramir.
I avoid eye contact with everybody.
Scar, do you want me to light a light before we go down?
Is it dark?
Yeah.
I'll put on my goggles.
No,
All right.
I don't think any of us need it.
Okay.
All right. And you all squeeze your way in and start heading down the spiral stairs. And that's where we'll end tonight.
What?
It's after 10.
What?
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
So, yeah. Good job. Thanks everybody for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to find out what's at the bottom of the stairs, tune in next week at 7:00. Should be interesting for sure. But take care, and we will see you next week.